Welcome back to Things I've Made My Mom. This is project number 5, Decorative Soaps. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to our series, Things I've Made My Mom. And so on this episode, it's going to be melt and pour soap. And this is a super easy one, great to do with kids, just a fun little craft to do. Not much to it. Gonna need the melt and pour soap. You can order it. I know Amazon has it. I got this one at Hobby Lobby. I got the molds from Temu. We got a rose mold, we got a skull mold for Halloween, and we got a dragonfly mold. And I have some mica powder that I'm going to be using for the coloring, but you can use soap coloring or, whatever. And the fragrance I'm going to use is rose geranium. And so I'll show you guys how I melt and pour these, and then I'm going to kind of put it together in a little gift type of thing, just to give you guys a little bit of an idea, or how you might want to display it in your home. You're going to want to stir it and make sure it's all melted. And, it's going to stick to the sides. It's going to get bubbles in it. It's just something that you're going to have to, work with a little bit and kind of figure out how to do it. I'm adding my coloring, and I'm also adding the fragrance oil. And we'll go ahead and mix that up. And I continually am going to have to keep heating this in 20-second intervals to keep it nice and loose like that, so I can pour it. And I'm also going to try to be aware of bubbles that are going to form. I'm working with one mold at a time. I do recommend, if you have multiple molds, that you do it all in one batch. It's a bit of a pain to keep going back and remelting and having to do this in batches, but at least you see, and once you start playing around with it, you'll get the hang of it, and you'll learn how to do it. It's really not that hard. I love the skull molds so much. They're going to be so cute for Halloween. I can't wait to decorate them. And these rose molds are so dainty and just so pretty. I know that I'm not the greatest at making soap, but it doesn't matter how good or bad you are, they seem to come out great every time. Same with the dragonfly mold, just comes out great every time. And like I said, I'm not really great at this, but for family and friends, it's really cute. So now we're going to be on to decorating our soaps, and just wanted to give you guys, a few ideas on how you could display it or give it as gifts. And I'm really excited about the Halloween skull soaps, and this is a little soap dish that I wanted to make to go with it. It's super cute. I printed it out. I printed this pattern out on tissue paper, and I got the pattern from creativefabrica.com. And super cute. I am absolutely loving it. I'm just gluing down with some Mod Podge, and now we're going to go ahead and set this aside to dry. And here I'm just trying to cut off the excess paper. It did get a little, it was still kind of a little wet. It's best if you let it dry completely. It'll cut off so much easier, but it still came out good. I'm really happy with it. So to make as a gift, I'm going to put the soaps in, when I wanted a clear see-through container, so it's a little plastic one, and I'm going to decoupage the image on the top of it. I should have resized and print and recut using my Cricut, but I'm going the faster route here. We're going to do it by hand. Now we're just going to go ahead and glue this down to the lid of our jar here. Trying not to get too messy with the glue, otherwise it gets everywhere and it looks awful. And now we'll go ahead and set this aside and let it dry. I wanted to use some tissue paper to put under the lid of our jar, and so I'm just using a little template here, and I'm going to cut this out using some shears, some fancy shears. One thing I'll say is to be careful when tightening the lid of the jar over the tissue paper, as it's very delicate and likes to tear. Now onto the Cricut and cutting out our little tag. God, the tag is super cute. I absolutely love it. This is coming out so stinking cute. I'm in love with it. And the soap dish, it looks great. So I wrapped a ribbon around it, but now I think I'm going to move this to the top of up here. So I think I'm going to try to Now onto our rose soaps, and I'm going to be using a teacup as my container to display my soaps. And in the bottom I just put some plastic wrap just to fill up the space. And I'm going to add some rose petals over top of it to cover the plastic and to make it smell extra nice in my bathroom. So this was my mom's original soap that I made. And this is the soap that we recreated. Now on to decorating the dragonfly soaps. I'm using some real dried flowers on the one, but I had to use a fake one, a fake flower, a silk flower on the other one because the flower heads on the real flowers I had were all too big. But that's okay, it still comes out cute anyway. And if you wanted to get really creative, you could go ahead and add some essential oil to those flowers or some fragrance oil, the same scent that you used in your soap, so that you could smell it outside of the package. My mom's original dragonfly soap did not have little labels or tags on it, but I'm a little bit obsessed with tags, so we're going to go ahead and include some. This was my mom's original soap, which is really cute. And this is the soap that we recreated. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it inspires you to make some new crafts and maybe do some crafting with or for your mom.